Warrior, today is a most important day. May 25th is National Missing Child Day in the United States. And I actually, when I just turned on the video, got a little overcome here because we work on this, with the Warriors extensively. But let me get control here. It is National Missing Children's Day 2025. If your child goes missing, and we pray and we hope that never happens, or your grandchild or a family member, you must. We live in a society, a world now that is quite different from perhaps even the way you grew up, I grew up. Have your little tutorial, have your bullet points, whether it's in your phone, whether you keep it in a kitchen cabinet, there must be a paper trail. If anything should happen, step 1, 911. Step 2, 1-800-THE-LOST. That is the phone number for National Missing and Exploited Children, the center in Washington, D.C. They will take the case over for you. If it is a familial dispute or your child goes missing and it's international, you must contact immediately the State Department. The FBI, say what you want about them, but there are a lot of good field officers working in the local offices. That is a step also. You should have your local FBI office. All of these things on your fingertips, and do not wait. I don't care what anybody says about 48 hours, 72 hours. You fight for your child, right? You report a missing child. No, they didn't just disappear overnight. You know in your gut what to do. Sorry about that. This is the day, May 25th, that the Warriors, we work on this day in and day out, but we recommit our dedication. We reaffirm our commitment to help raise awareness about missing kids, share information with the public, you warriors, about missing kids, kidnap kids, anything we can do. And we do a lot behind the scenes. I remember back being a senior in high school in 1979 and the case of Eitan Pates growing up in Jersey. And I remember it dominated. I always, from the time I can remember, watched local news. I kind of couldn't get enough. And remember, in those days, that was before CNN and Fox and all the cable channels. I just loved news or being aware, know what's going on. And I couldn't fathom. I remember this. I remember being a senior in high school. I remember the day. It was a hot May day, and we were gearing up towards graduation in New Jersey. And, I just remember my bedroom windows open. I had a little GE TV set in my bedroom. And I remember, oh my goodness, it was kind of unheard of. Yes, it's not new, as you know, kids disappearing, kidnaps, abductions. But think back to 79, if you can. We didn't really talk about it. We didn't really hear about it. But until Eitan Pates, when I thought how strange, because still in my mind, 79 is still the year I came to New York City after high school, New York City to me was magical. It was 13 miles away where I grew up from. I loved it. We'd come as a family and visit museums a couple of times a year, go to St. Patrick's, and certainly at Christmas time. And our mother would bring us shopping, and I just loved it. So it always maintained, and still does, as a resident of New York City, a magic. I am not jaded yet about New York City. Although things change, I am a New Yorker, as is my husband, our family. But I remember thinking, not knowing any of this at 18 years old, this is so strange. And his mom let him walk to the school bus alone, and she watched him out the window, but the school bus was around the corner, and she watched him until he turned the corner, and then nobody reported him all day until he just didn't show up at nighttime and come home again. So I don't know what happened there, except we never really found out what happened to Eitan Pates, and that kind of kicked off, we had Adam Walsh and the children on the milk cartons, and all these things kind of exploded into our world. 2025, a lot's going on. We've got the internet to deal with, and all of this being thrust upon us. I am inundated day in and day out, missing children, disappeared children, kidnapped children, familial disputes. On any given day in America, the average is 2,300 children go missing. Again, familial disputes, sex trafficked, labor trafficked, kidnapping, runaways. We don't talk about that enough. So while I'm telling you all this, and we all should come together and be warriors and reconfirm our commitment to keeping an eye on all children, if you hear something, know something, see something, you must report 911. 1-800-THE-LOST. It's out of your hands, but you must do something. We live in a whole different world. I can't tell you how many people over the years have said, I saw something and I didn't say something. I thought that was something. I was afraid I'd get in trouble. You're not going to get in trouble. Just report it. I think I saw. I heard. Do it. Because now this is a national crisis, an American crisis we don't talk enough about. Sure, we have the National Center on Missing and Exploited Children. They do a wonderful job of putting out photos of kids every single day. You see a lot of them on the Warriors because I share them. But did you notice something? The pictures put out are usually of teens. Where are all the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old? You barely ever see pictures of them. And there's so many of them. 2,300 kids a day. And don't give me the argument they're runaways. Most of them return home. They find them. A runaway is a vulnerable child. I don't care if they're 16 or 17. Why are they running away? Most of the time they have to run away. They live in an abusive household. Drug-addled parent. They have to get away. They think they're better out on the streets. And the predators pick it up right away when they're at a train station, a bus station. I see it right here in New York at the Port Authority when I walk, not far from where I live. And I can see them hiding in the corners, these kind of murky figures. I know they're waiting. A kid gets off a bus with a backpack. Most kids will take a bus. It's the only affordable way. But I'm here to say also, if anybody hears this, you want to share this information, Greyhound bus lines will provide a free ticket home for anybody. But what about the kids that can't go home? You know, we talk about all of these things and safety and guardrails directed at parents and family members. We don't talk about all those kids that don't have that element of a parent at home, a relative to go to, anything. And they think, and they are all alone in this world. We have to make the commitment on National Missing Children's Day, as hard as it is, that we have to look out for all kids. So if you're in an airport, a train station, a bus station, you're in a mall, you're in a supermarket, you're in a Walmart, a Target, I don't care where you are. Keep your eyes and ears open. I mean, don't go crazy over all this stuff, but you know and I know when your gut tells you something, your gut tells you something. And report. And it's really an American crisis. So I want all of you to make this commitment that we are going to start finding. I just can't believe every single day, where are all the kids? Where are all the kids? A lot of them are familial disputes. One parent takes the child. A lot are sex trafficked. A lot are labor trafficked. A lot are just missing, never to be found again. And I'm haunted by cases such as in New Jersey about 5 years ago, little Dulce Alvarez. Does everybody remember her? Her mom pulled up in a park in Jersey and let her and the brother out of the car while I think she took a phone call or was checking something on her phone. She pulled right in. That is the story. That is what police confirmed. And the kids ran ahead to, they had just come from getting ice cream because they have video of that. And she ran ahead with her brother to play on the swings or something. Next thing, the mom looks up and the brother reports that a man came along and took her, never to be found again. Sebastian Rogers, 14-year-old autistic teen. He's been gone now about 19 months. I talk a lot with great colleague Jen Coffin-Daffer, ex-FBI. We always talk about Sebastian. Especially today, everybody has cell phones pretty much with a camera, and we have Ring doorbells. A lot of cases are solved by getting those Ring doorbells. Yet a lot of kids, nothing. Where do they go? What has happened? So as we talk about this, I always think, what about all the kids we never hear about? Right? Emily Pike, 14 years old, disappeared. Found her, but somehow she was able to just walk off in Arizona. Now, we did find her. Not a good ending, I'll put it that way. But there are too many kids that are running away, missing, never found, or found not alive. It's time to really make a dent in this. It's time to have preventive measures. It is time to teach better. I don't care, at home school, in the schools, every police precinct comes into a school. We've got to do a better job of this. Because people fight me sometimes on the 2300. Why would you fight about anything? 2300, if that's what we're talking about, it could be 5,000 because nothing's accurate. Any of these dark crimes, anything with kids. When did kids become chattel? That we allowed all this to happen. So right now, as we go into, and we're in this AI, artificial intelligence, that I am talking about nonstop, please, I recommend go back and look at my interview with Tim Estes. It's posted on the channel. AI expert, 25 years in the field. I'll leave it at that. It's a wonderful conversation about things even I didn't understand and why this is all happening and what we can do. But you know what? We can take AI and we can use AI to find kids. Let's leverage it for good, right? Tim talks about leveraging it for good. It can be done. It takes work. Everything takes work that's worth it. AI can also, I posted an article on our X and on our Facebook about 2 days ago. We can use an AI tool that can get in there and disrupt the human trafficking, pipelines. Disrupt them. This is what we have to use AI for. This is what our administration in Washington has to understand. This, on National Missing Children's Day, is what the Warriors are committed to. So please join me. Always, lynswarriors.org for headlines, take actions, resources. Sign up, please, for our newsletter. Follow us if you're not subscribed here to the YouTube channel. Do it. We do have a lot of exciting new things happening as we're rolling out some media projects. I'll save that for another day because today I want the effort, the mindset, the attention to be put on National Children's, Missing Day. And I think back, Eitan Pates, 46 years ago. Wow, a lot's happened in 46 years, right? So be well. I want to consider it a holiday weekend. I don't like the word holiday for Memorial Day. It's a very kind of sacred day. Let's put the perspective where it should be and think about the kids and the children, our future American adults, our future leaders, and let's get busy. Our hashtag is Community Creates Change, so please honor that every single day. And when you wake up, remember, go out and be a warrior. Thank you.